Imagine 20 years from now. You have a kid who wants to grow up to be a musician, perhaps a drummer. However, all of the district schools seem to have cut all of the arts programs from them in order to save the sports programs instead. I'm an actor, and I've noticed a lot changing in the school systems. A lot of arts classes have indeed been dropping. Well, today you'll learn the importance of culture, the art programs, and the reasons that they should be supported. After all, art is an important factor in culture, perhaps the most important of all. I will tell you why art is necessary, why it shouldn't receive less funding in sports, and why arts programs shouldn't continue to receive less funding or anything else. As a matter of fact, T.J. Nelson states in Dumbing Down the Dwindling Funding of the Arts that Florida Governor Jeb Bush has actually reduced his state funding to arts from $28 million to only $5.9 million. That is a drastic decrease in funding. And if a governor won't even bother supporting the arts, why would anyone else take the time? Many teachers have gotten fired from their jobs over the year. A majority of such teachers are from arts classes, such as music, acting, and painting. But very few sports teachers have been cut themselves. Schools are supported much more noticeably than the arts. In many cases, big games such as football or a basketball game will be reported in newspapers and everyone will be talking about them. However, it has to be a truly amazing play to get any such attention. Many people show up in the audience of a sport event, but don't show up at all for concerts or anything else. And many arts classes are dropped from school due to the lack of support or funding. So now you may be wondering, what could I do? If you believe that sports are doing a fine job teaching and don't really wish to lessen the funding in order to help the arts, take what John R. Gertie says into account. When considering the broadest impact of education over the longest period of time, music programs are far superior to football programs in return of dollars invested. Creating a petition to increase funding for the arts can also show support as the signature amount increases, showing that many people do indeed want to keep the arts as an important thing in their students' education. You could also attend more art shows, plays, and concerts. Showing physical support for the arts will get noticed a lot faster. Why is it important that we work to save the arts, you may wonder? T.J. Nelson again states, let me throw down some numbers. According to the National Education Association, or the NEA, the Durham school system in my home state did away with 112, mostly teaching or teaching assistant positions. California eliminated 3,000 experienced teachers and over 9,000 in support staff. You can guess that none of these positions came from the math or science departments. And due to the mentality of the United States, no sports teachers tend to be fired either. That only leaves the arts teachers to get fired. Now, in Yonkers or New York, the education system is in hot pursuit of better test scores. So they were more egalitarian in cutting 233 teaching positions from sports and arts positions. That's 233 teachers from one city. I've given 3 examples of the changing face of arts education for one country, one state, and one city. And that's 12,345 teaching and support staff positions. To come up with a complete tally of the damage to music education and arts in general across the country must be so staggering as to be considered downright obscene. This shows that many arts classes are being dropped, teachers fired, but many sports coaches keep their jobs and sports are unaffected. If something isn't done soon, the culture in our society could be downright destroyed. Hopefully everything I have said will help you to decide and show your support for the arts. Please, when deciding between the next big football game or attending that nice-sounding concert, choose the concert and show your support for the arts. Thank you for being a wonderful, attentive audience, and have a wonderful night.